Hey everyone, it's Daniel Gerfinkel here from Lucky Credit. I'm with our client Jim here. Jim's been working with us for a little over a year now, I believe, and just wanted to shoot this video. We've been getting some amazing results, but just wanted to share. So, Jim, please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your business, the industry you're in, and what type of goals you had before working with us.
Yeah, my name is Jim. I have a real estate business where I buy and sell vacant land. And I've been in this business since 2018, so just over 7 years. And I started working with Dan last summer. And what led me to find Dan and Lucky Credit was I'm always looking for low cost funding to help my business. Liquidity and being able to borrow at low rates is the lifeblood of pretty much all businesses. And that's what ultimately led me to finding out about Lucky Credit and Dan. And yeah, happy to share more as you ask more
Yeah,
questions.
absolutely. So, what was the main, thing that attracted you to, at least have a conversation with us in the first place? Obviously, the low rates, but everyone advertises that. What specifically drew you in?
Yeah, so I actually found out about you through another kind of credit card points account that I followed, and he said I have a call with Dan, and I said, all right, I'll listen to it because I'm always interested in finding out, the best funding rates. And so, yeah, we hopped on a call, and then you kind of showed me what was possible. And I said, rather than trying to like do this all myself and deal with all the hassles, I said, let me just do this and just get it handled professionally. And so, yeah, by the end of the call, I had signed up because I knew this is what I needed, this is what I wanted. It made sense, and yeah, I'm very glad I made that decision.
Awesome. And a lot of people hesitate about the upfront fee. They want to pay on results, like, they don't always see the full benefit of having our system where we go through a few steps before we actually get you the funding. What convinced you it was worth the investment upfront, when we just started speaking?
Yeah, well, for me, when so previously I was funding it all through, a HELOC, and I wanted to have more funding options, especially at 0%. And I already had good credit. So I said, let me work with someone who can help me maximize that. And what that allows me to do is with multiple cards, I can spread out all these payments, all these expenses um, over, 12 months. Some cards I think are 6 months, others are 12 months. Some might be even longer. But the ones that you and I have worked on, they've been at least 6 to 12 months. And that, as a business owner, just gives you so much more flexibility because you don't have to, bring the cash up front. You can spread out, delay these payments. It just helps so much with liquidity, cash flow management. The real benefit is the peace of mind, not having to, time cash flows, just knowing that, okay, I have money coming in. I can pay this off, when I need to. So it's not about, it just loosens everything up, which is just such a benefit if you're a business owner. And I've even told my sister because she has her own business, and I've told her, you should really look into these 0% cards because you can, she has kind of a consulting business where she needs to get customers up front. And so you can spend a lot of money on ads, bring in customers. Then when you have the money, you have the money to pay this card off. So for every business owner, it's a huge tool to have in your toolbox. Very useful tool to have in the toolbox.
I mean, you said it better than me, man. How much 0% interest funding were we able to secure so far?
Yeah. So far, we started out with one card which had 40%. I'm sorry, 40K, which was 0%, I think, for 6 months.
I think
And
it might have
then,
been nine. I think
oh yeah, I think
that
you're right.
card
Yeah,
that's and
yeah,
for anyone listening, that's the GM card. Unfortunately, rest in peace to the GM card. That one's no longer in existence. But
yeah.
you
You're
still
right.
have some 0% remaining on that card,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
yeah.
are one of the last people in the universe with 0% interest funding remaining for the GM card, actually.
Yeah, we got
That's a
that.
privilege.
Yeah, we got in just before they slammed the door shut. So yeah, we got I think 40K there, and then I think some other time later we got an Amex for 25K, which had great cashback rewards, and that I think is for 12 months. And then we worked on another card for 70K, so 70 or 75. So it's about 140 altogether, and we can do even more. Um, and what I'd like to do is, have
Easy.
these, yeah, have these kind of staggered out so that I can really take advantage of that runway that these 0% cards give you. So yeah, it's been yeah, to be able to do 140K was pretty impressive. And when I worked with you, you guys had gone through the credit report, cleaned up some things, and just put me in a position to really be more attractive to the companies when I do apply. So yeah, that was a huge help as
100%,
well.
100%. And I mean, you definitely got some solid results. We just went over them, but were you skeptical in the beginning, like that it'd be really 0% or that this would work? Like,
You know,
or
I actually wasn't because I was what kind of led me to it was I've always had good credit and I was never really like a points guy. And then I kind of found an account on X that was talking about how you can get tons of cash back. So I knew there was tons of potential with credit cards and using them. And I had great credit. I've had perfect credit since I was, 17 years old or, in high school. And so I would be a perfect candidate. I have a well-established business. I file all my taxes. It's making money. Like, of course, they should want to lend money to me. And then working with you, you kind of cleaned up, any discrepancies on my report to get me, well above 800. And so, yeah, I knew that if I worked with a professional who knew this game, and I'm so busy, I don't have time to figure all this stuff out. So to me, it made a lot of sense to go ahead and work with you.
100%, 100%. And what was it like, working with us? Like, how quickly did we answer your questions? Like, what was the actual experience like?
Yeah, it's been awesome. So once we got on the call and I said, okay, I want to do this immediately, I think, within the next 1 or 2 days, I had the kind of the intake form where I had to, input my information. And then, within a week, we were back on another call. Within another week, we were on another call. So yeah, it moved at, as fast as I wanted it to move. And you were extremely responsive on Telegram. And yeah, if I need to hop on a call, excuse me, for extended conversation, you're always available. Yeah, so chat, call, yeah, you guys are always there. And yeah, it's been great working with you. It's been very, very easy, very smooth process, very professional. I mean, I got to say, I work in finance. I'm used to Excel. I mean, you had all the sheets, all the tabs lined up, formatted properly, and so yeah, I was pretty impressed.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, man, and it will be for a long, long time. These are the types of relationships we like. Like just like this, great clients to work with. We provide great service, like everything goes amazing. So onto the topic of, kind of impact that the funding had. What types of opportunities were you able to pursue with this new funding strategy, with this new kind of 0% business capital? What type of opportunities have you pursued?
Yeah, it's been able to. It's not so much, what's been unlocked. Those same opportunities were kind of always there. What really changed was the peace of mind that
Mm,
I have this runway, I have these buffers, I have, emergency credit if I need it. All these things that open up that just totally like de-stress the, you know, oh, I gotta, pay my employees. I gotta, find the money for this new property. Do I have to raise external money? It's so much easier to have the money, available when you need it, not need anyone's permission, not need to sign your life away to, signing a partnership deal or, taking on some, you know, cash funding at some crazy high rate. So really the real benefit is the peace of mind and it's knowing that these lines are there. You can use them, how you need to use them. So it's really that freedom, that flexibility, and then yeah, just the peace of mind, knowing that my liquidity needs are totally covered, and I can always, go out and get more if I need it.
excellent, excellent. And have you been able to take advantages of any of the bonuses, like the travel hacking or the points yet? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Is it worthwhile? Is it a good bonus? Is it a cherry on top? Is it a,
Yeah, I would
you
say
know,
it's a cherry on top. I mean, it's not
uh,
like my bread and butter, but yeah, it's really
mhm.
nice. I mean, the latest one that we had, that we got, it was like 70 to 75,000, and it's 1.5% cash back, which is nice. And then I didn't even realize that there was a sign up bonus, so I got an unexpected like $800, which was awesome. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess because I had already, spent enough to activate that bonus, so that was really
And we
cool.
can repeat that every year. You're getting that
Yeah,
bonus now every year forever
yeah,
with 0%.
yeah.
So
It's incredible. I mean, it's just such a it's so amazing, kind of what you can do. And so I'm really glad I kind of went down this rabbit hole and I found you, and then yeah, we were able to work together very well. So yeah, really appreciate it.
absolutely. Yeah. And what would you tell business owners that are concerned with like the complexity of this process?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that complex, honestly. I mean, it's um, going through the intake process, you have to, disclose things, and that's so they can tune up your credit and make you as attractive as possible to the lenders. And there's really not much complexity with that. The big thing is, I would say, you want to make sure that you're going to use these funds responsibly. You have, you're not going to do stupid stuff with it. I'm using it for my business appropriately, so it works out very well for me. And um, it's not meant for gambling; it's meant for using properly. So I mean, that's kind of common sense,
Proper
but
gambling. Yeah, proper
yeah,
gambling, you know?
yeah. So it's
100%.
it's been great, definitely for me and my business to be able to just extend out, the runway and just have more free cash flow on a monthly basis.
Yeah, fantastic. And where do you think your business would be if you didn't take this step?
Yeah, it would just be so much more stressful because I would be, butting up against credit lines and I would be, stressing out. It would just be more difficult. And, right now I can use the cards. I don't have to use my home equity line of credit, and I can use that home equity line of credit for other things. So it's there if I need it for, a home repair or an emergency. And just being able to have more tools in the toolbox makes things so much easier. I mean, just having, hundreds of dollars extra per month because you don't have to pay it all off, in one shot really makes a big difference. So monthly cash flow is improved, which has been a huge benefit.
Fantastic. And for anyone that's hesitating to book a call with us, like what would you say to them?
I would say you should definitely get on a call. And I mean, you have nothing to lose from a call. And I would say that, yeah, you need funding to help grow your business. All businesses, rely on funding. And if you can do it intelligently, it's really going to help your business. It's going to help you work smarter, not, harder. And with these 0% cards, you don't have to, you don't have to find a business partner or sell equity or do something that's just such a bigger headache. You can really manage it yourself, and it's so much better. So yeah, I'd definitely
Well
say you
put.
should get in a call for sure.
Excellent. Anything else you want to share?
No, just that, yeah, the process has been great. Intake was great. Working with you has been great. You're very responsive, and it's been a pleasure, yeah, working with you. So yeah, I'm happy to give this testimony.
Pleasure's all ours, Jim. Thank you very much.